Hi everybody, this is Andre Sorrell. Welcome to my blog. This is blog post number 9, and also this is my book, Beyond Success with Andre Sorrell, and you can go to Amazon and buy it there. And today I just wanted to thank everybody that's watching, and if you like what I'm putting out, if you like what the value and the content that you're learning something from what I'm saying, please like, comment, and share this YouTube video or subscribe so you can get more videos coming up. Each blog I do, I will put together a video to explain the information that I'm putting in my blog. And today I'm going to talk to you about investing in, I believe, some things that will definitely hedge yourself in any kind of situation, whatever the depression is, recession is, whatever. I've been reading up on it, and actually I'm going to leave a link in the description from a place that you can go actually read up on it. That's how I learned about it, and they have some other deals too, but mainly the information is there. I believe it's like in PDFs. You can actually download them and read them for future reference. But that's where, if in the description, there's going to be a link to it. I'll tell you where it's at, and it's a place where I've learned about these certain things. And for a while, it looks like it was probably, how can I say, a lot of people will boo-hoo it. I had somebody else told me that, oh, you don't do that, and actually. The things that I'm talking to you about that I believe are good investments is gold, silver, Bitcoin, which is something new. I'm just learning about that too, but it's some good aspects about that. Buy land, and you buy residential property, because you can rent that out and create a stream of income. And there's a new thing out. It's not really new, but it enables you to invest in companies before they go, issuing an IPA. I mean, a lot of people believe in buying stock. That's cool, but you know what? You can actually invest in companies while they're developing them. You could actually, what they do is they need capital to expand their business, or if they're going to franchise their business. There's certain things, just like, for instance, like people that work for, I've heard stories that work for Microsoft and, Amazon or whatever. I think UPS, I think they used to do it. I don't know if they still do it, but back in the day, I think if you work for UPS, they gave you stock. I don't know if they still do, but, basically, you can actually do real good when you invest in a company before it goes, out on the stock exchange. With people, see, you know what? People that buy stock, they're actually getting the after. Actually, they're getting the crumb, basically the crumbs. Because actually, I found out you can invest with a company, and you can reap a real big profit, because they have a certain, how can I say it, a certain a threshold they get to, and then they reward everybody for helping them get in their business. And they will actually offer you stock before they go on the Wall Street. But there's ways of getting with companies that you can actually make a ton of money, and you could just put in, you don't have to put in thousands. There are ways that you can actually invest in some of these, and what it is allowing you to just get in like anything. I mean, what if you had a chance to invest in Microsoft? People would have loved. What if you had a chance to invest in some of the things, like, I think Facebook. Now Facebook is has stock. Before it didn't have stock. I don't know if he was paying, if the guy was paying everybody that worked for him in stock, but you get the picture. And there's another thing called crowdfunding. It's kind of like similar, and kind of like the same concept. You could just put in a minimum of $50 or $100. It doesn't matter. They're just trying to gather up the money to get their products out, to get more, research and development. So those are two things that I just found out they're brand new. And if you read in the article, you'll know why I'm stressing that, because there's some things that I'm basically involved with, being an angel investor. So I just thought that everybody should know about it, because before you couldn't become an angel investor unless you had a certain amount of money set aside. If you had $1 million, or they do some type of background check. And the people that made the most money doing that are the ones that had a lot of money to begin with. But the laws have changed. Now everybody has an opportunity to get involved with that. So let me go back to the top. I talked about gold and silver. Gold and silver, a lot of people boo-hoo it. I still think it's the best thing. A lot of people are getting into Bitcoin, but you know what? Gold, silver, they are actually currency. You can use them as currency. So it's good to go ahead and, like invest in gold, but gold is like something that you invest long term. You buy that gold and you just hold on that. And then when you want to make a major purchase, you can use the gold for that if you want to. But actually, that's something that will be in a hedge, because, if you ever been studying about the inflation, I'm telling you, the dollars are getting more inflated. So it's costing more money to get the same thing that you were paying for 10 years ago. I remember when gas was like 52 cents a gallon, 77 cents a gallon. Now look where it's $3 a gallon for gas in some places. So when you buy gold, and especially when you buy silver rounds, they're smaller denominations. I mean, they only cost like maybe, I think the last time I checked, it was $15 an ounce and some change. But if you buy the gold, that's for like major purposes, or just basically you save that money in the gold. You put money in that gold as a way to have, you can use that for retirement. And they've been predicting a lot of big things with gold and silver. So it just makes sense to have, because you know what if you can't get into the bank? You have those the round silver rounds, they're 1 ounce, and you can actually use them to go to the people that sell coins. It's kind of like it's like being like a bank. It's like a bank. You take it, of course you pay a transaction fee. That's how they make their money. They make money by selling the gold or the silver, and then they make money when you sell it back to them. But to have physical gold and silver, can't go wrong. You can go ahead and Google it, and a lot of people boo-hoo it. Had somebody told me, gold, no man, don't invest in gold. Look where gold is now. Last time I checked gold was like $1,200. Now it just jumped up to about $1,800. Depends on what kind of gold you buy. So things like land, good thing to get into, because if you buy some land, you can just hold on that. And if you buy it in the path, what they call the path of progress, if the city's growing north, you just buy some land right there in the north part of the city. Eventually, you'll get an offer for that land. These are basic things that people have been. The richest people in the world, I guarantee you, if anything they do, they own a lot of real estate, and they own a lot of land. And then on top of that, they do have a lot of gold, they do have a lot of silver. And that's something that stands the test of time. Of course, now Bitcoin is something new, and it's kind of like a neat deal because it's decentralized. So there's no banks, no exchanges, no board or anything like that has anything that doesn't have anything to do with controlling it, or not, like the Federal Reserve. That is like a governing thing. It decides when to print more money and when it decides not to print any money, and they call the shots. Well, in Bitcoin, nobody calls the shots, and they say as you buy Bitcoin, it doesn't really inflate. It gets more. It's a coin, just like having silver. So Bitcoin is kind of like the same thing. It goes up in value. So like I said, those things I'm telling you, if you go ahead and just look them up, there's a lot of good reading on it. A lot of people boo-hoo it. There's some people that the reason why a lot of people don't like Bitcoin is because it goes against the stock market. You know, Bitcoin does not have anything associated with the stock market. It's just a universal fund, a universal what they call a currency, electronic currency. So I've left some links to two things that I'm involved with, because the first one's called Coinbase, and that's where you can buy the Bitcoin. And it's another one is a new thing. It's not out yet, but it enables you to just invest money in it, and instead of you becoming a miner, what they call a Bitcoin miner, that's how you get paid. That's a whole new subject, another subject. But it's just a way of investing in Bitcoin, and then you get return on that value. And then, of course, just like anything else, when you cash in Bitcoin, depends on how much you cash in, you do pay taxes on it. But the beauty about having Bitcoin is it can be spent anywhere in the world. You don't have to worry about carrying, that foreign currency. You can now buy stuff in Bitcoin. So basically, that's all it is. I hope I covered all the aspects of all the stuff here. I just wanted to also give you a disclaimer that, look, I'm not a financial guy. I hope you read that in my disclaimer. I'm not a financial expert or advisor or anything like that. This is just something that I've been reading on, and there's some people that I've been following that I respect. They're really big on these things, and that's why I'm passing down the information to you to let you know. For instance, like buying stock, instead of buying stock, get in on the back end, on the inside of a business, and invest in the business. And then I'm telling you, you'll get rewarded handsomely when that business goes public and start issuing stock. Matter of fact, they'll even issue stock to let you have some stock too. So it depends on what company you're with. So that's about it. Thank you for checking out my blog. Like I said, if you like what I'm saying, leave a comment in my YouTube in this clip. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to go check out my book. It's called Beyond Success with Andre Sorrell. Thank you for checking out blog number 9.